G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game spawning in over on the east side of the map. It's the one, the only, the GOAT, the Viper. And he is going to be playing the French for us today. His opponent who spawns on the opposite side of the map, we've got Lucifron 7 playing as the English. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is part of the Steel Series Prime Cup. I'm going to leave a link in the description over towards the brackets for this game, so you can check that one out, but this game is shaping up to be an incredibly strong game. This is the second game between these two players that is going to be happening in this series. Current game. If you do not want it to be spoiled, then I encourage you mute your video now for the next 5 seconds. All right. I hope they've muted it. Viper won the first game. All right. Now let's talk about this game. Lucifron going to be dropping down a dock nice and early. Going to be playing as the English now. Of course, the map that we are on is Boulder Bay. So one thing to note is that typically you would see one of 3 civs on Boulder Bay. Number 1 is the Rus. Number 2 is the Holy Roman Empire. And number 3 is the French. But here we actually have Lucifron going for a 4th civ. And that is the English. Now, the reason why you would expect this to be the case is there's sort of a little counter system that works. So the French boats are known to be the best boats that there are available in Age 2. They're the Hulk. They are the sturdiest, the strongest, the most attack, they're the most health, they're the best bang for your buck. And they will beat out every single boat, except for one, and that is the Rus. And the Rus are a nimble, they have nimble boats. Their attack ships are very, very nimble compared to their opponents. So what do I mean by that? They're fast, they're pretty, they can't possibly be beaten, except by the Holy Roman Empire ships, which are the galleys. The galleys have got a lot more armor, a lot more health for the price that you pay for them, and subsequently you can actually hold pretty well with them up, like as long as you're within your dock, as long as you've got your fishing boats on your waterline, and that's pretty much the counter triangle. And then once again it comes back around that the Holy Roman Empire gets countered by the French, and so there's a little bit of a circle. But one of the things that you can do is you can actually replace the Holy Roman Empire with the English, because they have access to the galley as well. And so the galley is in itself one of the strongest ships in the Second Age when it comes to bang for your buck, stronger than the junk that the Chinese get access to. Oh, look at this. Beautiful job by Viper right there. So we saw Lucifron coming in to try and do a little bit of right clicking, but he did back out when he saw that there was 2 villages there, and Viper moved over for the sheep very, very early and looked to take them out. So let's just talk a little bit about this decision. You might be wondering, okay, why the heck does Viper have 2 villages out here instead of 1? Why not 3? Why not 7? Lots of good questions like that. Okay, so Viper's only got 2 villages here because his 2 villages can actually beat the 2 scouts. At least they used to be able to. With the animation cancel, I don't think they're probably going to be able to do it. Viper snagging off 2 sheep here. Very, very nice job by Viper. And so as a result, it means that if you've got one villager out here like this, you have to retreat that villager. You can see that villager is now running back. It's got to go be less efficient. It's got to go be less efficient on the berries. It's got to go be less efficient on the sheep. It's got to go be less efficient somewhere, because shorefish is the best source of food. And Viper knows that. So instead of sending out 1 villager and having it denied by the enemy scout, he sends out 2 villagers, which is incredibly smart, because then the enemy scout can't deny these 2 villagers unless it's very, very pesky and relentless and continues to attack on the villagers over and over and over again. And you can actually see Lucifron looking to try and bait Viper in there and force him to attack, but it doesn't look like he's going to commit to it. Viper, by the same token, is going to continue harassing this villager down. And this villager's probably not going to be dying, but look at all the idle time that he's got. The villager initially came out to drop down the dock. It was collecting. Then it moved up towards the north, and now it's moving back towards the base. So it's done a triangle. And the whole time, Viper has come out here. He's made one straight attempt directly to the water, and his villagers have just been out there the whole time. Second villager now moving down, adding in that second dock. So he is going to be a happy camper. But I'm suspecting that what Lucifron was looking to do was actually add a second dock up towards the north. And it somewhat seemed like Viper actually denied that. So I'm wanting to see exactly what Lucifron's going to be able to do. Whether he's going to be going for some sort of... I guess my first response is like... Or my first thought... Oh, look at this from Viper! Viper, you're just so annoying. I love it. So Viper once again finding out then the enemy villager who's trying to spot that second dock is going to be coming down from Lucifron. So he is going to be fighting against water. He's going to need a second dock if he wants to do it. Ideally, probably going to even need a third dock. Sending out multiple villagers here. This is definitely the right choice because if that scout does come through, and it will come through, they're at least going to be able to defend themselves there. So Viper continuing to run up towards the north. We'll check in on with the Viper, going up with the Chamber of Commerce. We'll watch it as he sells a whole bunch of food, or at least he should. There you go, 1, 2. So sells some food, buys some wood, and straight away gets a Hulk, at least. Where's? It's down here. It's down here, just when you thought I was baiting you guys. I knew the truth all along. The Hulk was in the second dock. Of course I knew the Hulk was in the second dock. But now we've got this villager that is going to eventually get forced back. But obviously didn't need to do that. All that walking time. You can see these two villagers here having to walk so much. So this all could have been... Oh my lord. Jeez, that was some camera angle right there. Oh, the villagers. The villagers getting so many shots off. Oh my lord, that was close. So you can see just how much like walking times, you know, subsequently happened from Lucifron just simply by not sending two villagers. Like that's literally all it came down to. Get out first. Galley's going to be coming out here. Galley number 1, galley number 2. Do we have a market going down for Lucifron? We'll check in the back and see if we spot anything. Doesn't look like it. So he's just going to be sitting on 455 fish. Or 455 food rather, instead of selling that one. But now he's got that Hulk. He did actually spot it coming out with the scout. So Hulk is going to be coming across, and at the same time, Viper going to be hunting for those fishing boats. Galley going to be coming out, so he'll probably be looking to make those two meet up on the water. So Viper is intentionally going to be hunting down these fishing boats. He wants to be trying to take them out, and at the same time, the Galley is going to be doing its best to sort of shadow the Hulk, and then just wait until there is actually enough resources here to take it out. So ideally, he's going to need 2 to 3 galleys to be able to take this one out from Viper. But down towards the south, it looks like this scout is going to be going down. They're going to be donating over 5 sheep as well here. It's going to take some time. He's going to need to send a scout down there. But galley going to get picked up by the second Hulk on the north side. I would expect that we do see additional sales come in shortly. And the additional sales is really going to help out Viper with his mobility, just because he does have a lower movement speed than the Galley, so 1.12 movement speed versus the 1.38. So still not going to give him the full amount that he needs, but it's going to give him a pretty decent little buff. Double broad axe coming in right there for Viper as well, one of his favorite technologies. And we'll make sure that we switch it over to the income per minute so you guys can see exactly how much these guys are pulling in at this point in time. So Viper managing to do a pretty decent job of getting those fishing boats inside the docks right there. This galley probably going to be going down. I can't imagine it managing to get out of here alive. It's probably going to be one more shot before it goes down. There it goes. So already that is one little victory over towards the Viper. Second galley's looking to come out, and I think I want to. What is Lucifron doing behind this? So he's actually dropping a blacksmith here. So the blacksmith to me indicates he wants to play age 2. So I think the theory in this matchup, at least a lot, is that you can potentially go to age 3 quickly. We've seen Viper do this before. There was a video that I did where Viper was playing on, I want to say Archipelago, and he went for the White Tower, aka the White Castle, aka the home of the White Castle burger. And he actually did spot out that Hulk down there. But yeah, one of the things to note is that that you can actually play age 3 into this and be quite successful with demo ships. But now we'll move up towards the north of the map and spot out what Lucifron spots. He realizes that his enemy's actually walled up, so there is a little bit of an open gap here. Viper may lose a villager right now as he doesn't spot those longbows coming in, and he does indeed lose that villager. There's eight longbows in here, which is just enough to one-shot that villager. So very nice micro there. Well, very nice game sense or game knowledge by Lucifron. But now going to be moving up towards the north. Only 20 health on this galley as well. Viper looking to take control of his enemy's docks. Slowly but steadily going to be working that down. Now, I don't think Lucifron realizes that there's a back door in here. At least if he does, he hasn't right-clicked through there just yet. Viper going to be tying up this completely, and this is probably the one position where the archer ships sort of don't want to be. But I think, to be honest, I think Lucifron realizes in this matchup he can't actually win against this. He might have been expecting for Rus to get picked. And he just knows that he can't win water 100%. How did he get through? Oh, he brought the village in a chop. Oh, he brought the village in a chop. Oh, the brain is so big on this guy. How does he do it? Lucifron now going to be pushing in. Viper looking to get out of Royal Knight. Oh my god, he's so smart. Who needs to find a way through the wall when you can just chop yourself through? Lucifron with the brain the size of a freaking pomegranate at this point in time. Actually, pomegranates, how big are pomegranates? Probably not that big. Watermelon. He's got a watermelon-sized brain. Viper now actually going to be under significant threat right here. This is so huge. So for anybody wondering what happened, there is a tree up here that actually got chopped. This one right here on the other side of the wall. He chops this tree down and then just walks through the wall. Walls are pointless. They are literally pointless because, you know, even if you wall this up, and you wall across here, and then you wall another one across here. We've seen this before in games where people will literally just chop through the entire tree line with a single villager, and it's so smart. And now, subsequently, this villager can come out here, drop down the tower. He's dropping down an outpost, and now he's going for a ram. Oh, this is so big brain. This is amazing. He gave up the water. The water is completely given up. Lucifron is actually insanely... Oh my lord, I love this strategy from Lucifron. It's so good. This is so good. And so I know that there's going to be a lot of people who'd be like, oh, but that, you know, he could have just walked around it. He couldn't. I don't think he actually could walk around it. I don't know. I got a feeling like these two... look, he probably could have walked around it, but by the same token, he doesn't know that he could have walked around it. So, you know, it's still as cool as it kind of looks. Viper with plenty of Royal Knights out. Does have the +1 defense here. Villagers going to be doing their best to siege down that battering ram. Archer's going to be pushing up as well. Keep in mind he's got the outpost here to fall back to. It's going to be providing him that absolutely amazing network of castles bonus. 25% going to be coming in here. Archer's moving forward. Not actually looking to take out the villager at this stage. Hardened Spearman also going to be coming out. Managing to get a nice little bit of a poke there. Viper doing his best to clean this up. It actually looks like Viper might clean this up. So just when you thought that the French were a perfectly balanced civilization, Viper comes in, proves that they're actually not. Now, Viper has got complete control of the water at this point in time. So keep that in mind. He has shut down this rush completely. And now he has got complete control of the water. And GG, Lucifron taps out in this series. And Viper actually takes it. I'm pretty sure that's Viper taking the game. Impressive stuff. Viper playing incredibly well right there. For anybody watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out the Viper as a content creator. I'm going to leave a link in the description over towards YouTube. We'll have a quick look at the village account and the military account. There you go. Viper just demonstrating his prowess on these water maps. And I will catch you guys in the next one.